What's going on, everyone? Slovosh here. Want to bring everyone some more Magic Arena gameplay, and I want to bring you a deck that I've been playing on Unranked. This is my Wilds of Eldraine Superfriends deck. This is the second version. I'm calling it WoE Walkers. This is basically incorporating all of the CMC Black Planeswalkers in one deck and cards to support that. We're going to go ahead and dive right in to keep you guys moving here. This first pile I'm just calling utility. Second one is spot removal. This one would be sweepers, but really this is here. You got your planeswalkers and you got your lands. So pile one, we got duress. This just removes all sorts of problematic things like counter spells, enchantments, artifacts, sorceries, what have you, that may interrupt our game plan. Only two of them because they're helpful, but they're not that great. Next, we got Unlicensed Hearse, and this has been a card that I'm trying to bake into the deck. It seems like this deck has had some issue with recursive creatures, and this is my answer to that. So your Mosswood Dread Knights, your Tenacious Underdogs, things of that nature, this will be some answer to that once they hit the graveyard. Once they pay for something, you can instantaneously remove it after they've paid the mana to try and recur that card, and this will remove it, and then it also can be a beat stick late game. Now, the reason that this is set apart from other artifacts that do a similar effect is that this can do it to your own graveyard as well, which helps synergize with the Ashiok's -7 ultimate ability. This also allows you to, at any phase, put something into exile. So for pre-combat Ashiok Nightmares, you can exile something from a graveyard, so you could do the opponent's non-recursive, or the recursive creatures, or their like sorceries, instants, what have you, lands that they have discarded, and you can grow your nightmares that way pre-combat. So this is real helpful. Yeah, not a whole lot else to say about it. So we got one copy in there. It's a utility card. It's not the center of the build. Next, we got Staff of Completion. This is one that I've been really enjoying. This synergizes extremely well with Ashiok because of Ashiok's static ability, saying that instead of paying life for things, you instead exile that many cards from the top of the library instead of paying the life. So all these tapped abilities, you pay a certain number of life and you get an effect. Well, with Ashiok on the board, you can exile the top 3 cards of your library, which grows the nightmares, which grows Ashiok's exile counter for his ultimate, and you can proliferate, or you could draw, or you could fix your mana. So this is like a mana rock. This is kind of like card draw. This is kind of like proliferation for all your other planeswalkers, which you want to proliferate as much as possible to hit all their ultimates because they're all devastating. So this card's just been an all-star. I'm at 4 currently. That could go to 3. It's a card that's really good. You want to see it about every game. And there's really no harm to having multiples, so because it's not legendary. So it is a decent card. We're running 4 right now, and the synergy with the new Ashiok is just nuts. We got this column here. This we'll just call the spot removal. We got Go for the Throat, 2 Sheoldred's Edict in case you need to hit a ward creature or a planeswalker. We got 1 copy of the End, so use it sparingly, but if you know that a deck has... mouse is getting pulled away. If you have the hunch that they're playing 4 of a certain creature or planeswalker, use this on it and like lobotomize it from their deck. You basically get a 4 for 1 card kind of effect, and you never have to see it again. So if the whole opponent's game plan is to draw as many cards as possible and just mill you out with Sheoldred sticking to the board kind of thing, you can remove it. Gone. If they're using a planeswalker like the Wandering Emperor to just make token generation, gone. Remove it from the whole deck. So it can be devastating for them. And then one of the newer cards, we got Virtue of Persistence. This is a good spot removal on the adventure side. Allows you to gain a little life, which is good against like mono red. Nice thing is when this goes into adventure, this is technically in exile, which you can still cast later, but it still counts as being in exile. And this is a 7 CMC card. So for Ashiok's exile counter of how many cards CMC you have in exile, this is 7. So that number will immediately go to 7 as soon as you use that one adventure mode on Virtue of Persistence. And then late game, as long as you're leaving some creatures in the graveyard with Unlicensed Hearse that are high value but don't recur very easily, this card will bring them back late game and just blow it out. Next pile here, we got all of our sweepers. We got 4 blast zones. This card's been excellent recently. I love this just because you can remove ossifications to free up your planeswalkers again. If they're playing multiple level 1 guys, you can just blow them up. Multiple level 2 guys, just get them all in one sweep. You're not wasting 1-for-1 removal. And then it's also a mana, so pretty helpful. So we'll just move that back over to the land pile now. Filigree Silex, same concept. Drop this on 2. You could tap this for a counter to ratchet it up to like the next CMC, or you can leave it at 0 to sweep out all of the tokens. Very helpful. And then the ultimate is to remove 10 counters and dome someone in the face. So against like control decks that don't play any creatures, you could technically get this up to 10 really quickly between the proliferation of this and the Monumental Facade land, which allows you to also have 2 oil counters over here. 1 proliferation will grow this, and you can tap that. So like technically in 1 turn you can go up 3 counters total. And that's just with Staff of Completion. You also have Vraska who can proliferate, so it could be up to 4 per turn. So you could get very quickly close to doming someone for 10, which could be helpful. And then we got Path of Peril. This is a good sweeper for all of the low CMC 2 or under creatures early game. And then late game, we do have means to cleave it using Staff of Completion to fix mana, or the Crystal Grotto to also gain white access to just blow the whole board up if it gets real bad. But our planeswalkers do make tokens, so this can be painful for us too. So there's only 1 in the deck. We got Liliana, +1 discards, -2 removes a creature that has ward, or a big creature that your other little Filigree Silexes and stuff hadn't swept up yet. So the combo between this and like Liliana is clutch. You can remove the small dirtily creature so that they don't sacrifice it to Lily, and then it hits the target true that you want to hit. Obviously, the -6 is just groundbreaking, game-breaking for the opponent. Everyone knows her ultimate is awesome. Sorin is in here just for lifelink, card advantage, and then obviously if you ultimate Sorin, 13 damage to any target is massive, so that can remove opposing planeswalkers without them having the ability to counter it. You could go to the face between Sorin and a Filigree Silex, game's over. But yeah, mostly for card advantage to keep Lily ticking up. You basically would drop him before you tick Lily on 4. Make sure you draw like something like a land or something you're okay with discarding, and then you discard that to Lily. And then yeah, if you're hurting for life, you go ahead and drop a token. Everyone knows Sorin. I don't know why I'm beating this to death. New Ashiok. Static ability we already went over. The +1 lets you filter and also put cards in exile, which is good for his 2 tokens. It also helps with his ultimate counter. So pick correctly. That's all I can say with Ashiok's ability. The way that it prompts you to pick which card, it's counterintuitive in my opinion. It says, which card do you want to send to exile? So you have to pick the card that you don't want. If that makes sense. Otherwise, you'll mess it up, and I've done that plenty of times. The -2 for the 2 nightmare creatures, it's really good. You can drop Ashiok on 5 or 4, depending if you have Staff Completion. And go ahead and drop down 2 blockers. You can chump 1 and leave 1, or Ashiok's still got some meat on him after he does a -2, so leave him around at 1 and then keep ticking him up, and then those nightmare creatures with the proliferation and exile effects will grow monstrously big quickly. So super good card. Obviously the ultimate is one of our game win cons, with the Staff of Completion exiling a ton of our stuff, Unlicensed Hearse exiling some of our stuff when we don't need the opponent's stuff gone. You can get his exile counter real high, and then the -7 on him will just cut the opponent's deck in half. So those are cards that they can't recur. Those are cards they can't use buyback costs or anything on, so that's real helpful. As I said earlier, Vraska's completed cost also gets kind of negated by Ashiok's static ability, so you can play Vraska for 5 if you need to, if you don't draw that 6th land after you drop Ashiok, and you don't pay the life. So keep that in mind. just kind of like the Staff of Completions with Ashiok. It just fuels Ashiok more if you do the completed cost. But if you do have 6, drop her down. She's a 6 Planeswalker. Proliferate everything, draw a card, lose a life. That's huge because you have a lot of things with counters. -2 is really good for removing problematic creatures that have on-death effects or have indestructibility or something along those lines. It goes around all that because it turns them into a treasure, and then they lose their on-death effect. Obviously, the ultimate for Vraska is also another win con. If you can get to -9 and then proliferate with a staff or another Vraska, you already won because they're at 10 poison counters. It's perfect. We're running 25 lands. We got 16 swamps, 1 Takenuma to bring stuff back if we need to. We're going to win over the blast zones. We have 2 Crystal Grottos. These are for scrying early game, like maybe turn 2, to make sure you're not flooding or you're getting land or whatever you need. Field of Ruins in here to remove Mirexes, because those generate a lot of problem for this deck, just because it's a recursive threat that keeps adding something to the board state, so Lily won't hit the true card you want to hit, or they'll just keep coming in for poison counters, which isn't good. And then we got the Monumental Facade, which synergizes really well with the Filigree Silex, but it's not the crux of the deck, so we only got 1 copy here. That is basically the deck in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed that concise deck breakdown, and hopefully I will see you guys in the games. Peace. Alright, we're back with the game. First time in the entire day I've seen a Filigree Silex, so that makes me excited. I go second, so I have another option to draw a card, but... okay. See if they want to go right in right away on the counterspelling, which is what they look like they're about to do. Oh yeah. They couldn't wait to fire that thing off. Yep, seems like we're up against another straight counterspell deck. Ooh, got one to resolve.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Drop it.
Alright, I guess I'll drop a Vraska. Have they had any creatures yet?
You won't be outsmarting me.
Not sure we're playing a creature deck, so... okay.
Finally, I'm home. Keep watch for intruders.
Mm-hmm.
Remember your training.
Coming in on Lily, that's fine.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
What else you got? Do I proliferate or draw? Guess I'm gonna proliferate here. I'll go -2 here. Or they got Urtai resurrected or something. They're going to counter the activated ability. I hope they do. That'd be amazing. That is also perfectly fine. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Now we're going to go Ashiok. -2. Now we're going to proliferate. These will grow. Ultimate synergy.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
They killed their own Wandering Emperor. That is confusing. Going for my Lily, huh? Well, I'll throw one in front. Now what? Okay. All right. We are going to do Vraska for... Hold on. Let's do -2 on Ashiok. Now we're going to pay this cost. Take this guy out. And now we'll +1. I don't think I need the filigree. Okay. Now we're going to move to combat. Get those counters, because we got them. Got that.
Our swords will cross again.
Alright, now we're going to end the turn. Into their turn, so after completion, we will... Okay. That's fine. We will proliferate them. Yep. Alright. Now we are going to... drop 2. And we will +1 here. Now we'll draw. Okay. We'll draw again. Go to combat, yes. Alright, we're going to untap. And we're going to proliferate. Okay. That's a lot on one turn. You see the value here. We're coming in with big, proliferating, beefing guys. Alright, we're back. We got another game. I do indeed like this hand. They go first, though. And if it's mono red, I'm probably screwed. Yep, go figure. Let's see what land we draw. Velden. Ew. That's a terrible 2-drop. Wait, that's a 1-drop. Ooh, this filigree Silex is looking real good. Play a 3-drop. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I couldn't ask for anything better. Literally the best case scenario. Okay, so we will pop this, kill all their board, Lily, kill the last of their board. Do you quit? Yeah, get it in, buddy. Get it in.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it. One of your friends has to leave.
Alright. Yeah, attack my Lily. That's what matters.
I'll be back. with
Hitting the Swifty.
friends.
Yep. Yep.
Finished before brunch.
Alright. Got another game. I go first. The mana right now is looking rough, but we do have 3 technically. Ooh, nice. Rushland. I'm gonna make the assumption that this is going to be Selesnya Enchantments, and I'm happy I got the blast zones and stuff for this. Yeah. Everything's going on 2 counters on this game. Take a little bump here, but once we get down our Sorin, it will hopefully smooth out. Borrowed time. And you're targeting the Silex. Okay. Charge counter here, 2. Oh wait, I meant 1. Sorry. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and blow it. Two of their centerpiece cards there. Let's get some card advantage going. No.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Always got it. Dude, they always got it.
Wallow in darkness, then.
Yeah. Calyx. It's pretty good. If I can get a Vraska down, which I can. Ah, shit. Clicked the wrong one. Damn it. That was supposed to be a +2 counter on that one. Fuck that one up. That might have cost me the game.
You have accomplished nothing.
Luckily, we've got some redundancy in here. They're almost out of resources. And I'll put one of those blast zones up to 3 and then get a bunch of stuff back. Damn it, dude. See, right now, like Filigree Silex. See if they draw the nuts here. Man, I had that too. I was trying to uptick that damn thing. Do this slowly now. Oil counter. Yes. Jeez, what a slop show. Sorry guys, but still pulled it out. Alright, we're back with another game. I like having a Filigree Silex. That is a great start. You would not believe how often that is the card that saves my butt. I feel like this is going to be... Yeah, let's do Rankle's Prank. Gotta get rid of this underdog now so that when they drop Shieldred, it'll be a 1-for-1 with Lily. So that's how we'll do this one. I guess they're not interested in that game plan. And my 25 land deck cannot draw any
with
lands.
The mysteries. I've come, but don't overthink things.
Okay, I don't think this is a go wide strategy. We'll get rid of Path. They're gonna have to underdog Lily again, I think. Which takes the pressure off me.
Do not touch me again. won't be outsmarting me.
Drop filigree. And I'm going to sit. Alright, we're going to hit him for 3 here. Smith 0. Gain some of that juicy life back. Dude, where the fuck are my lands? Are you kidding me right now?
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary work.
This is unbelievable.
My way is not.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And there goes both of my planeswalkers, probably. $25 lands. They're going for Sorin. Okay. Well, we're still doing okay. They are really hurting their life a lot. I'm actually going to minus here because I don't want them to have that card advantage.
Sacrifices must be made.
Get the Ashiok down. We're going to go for double Nightmare. Now if they do removal and bring back an underdog, I'll happily... Very nice hit with the end. That's going to take all of them out of my deck. That's a big win con. But damn. Okay. At least I got the Nightmares down on the board first.
My will cannot be broken. Phyrexia's plans.
Don't overthink things.
I'm gonna keep taxing him here. I guess that was my 7th land for virtue of persistence, but I need to keep the pressure off. They know Lily can answer. I guess they could technically sack the Blood Tithe Harvester. Going both for Lily. And I'm not blocking.
Whatever. That favors the foolish, after all.
All right.
Patience. We will win.
They don't know about the other Vraska in hand, so if they want to attack Vraska down, that's fine. I'm going to start bringing back their Graveyard Trespassers, though. Hopefully they just blow their whole load on underdogs here. Sweet. Vraska's got too much meat.
So you've chosen to die.
Graveyard Trespasser. Thank you, sir. Taking your underdogs. Let's do -2. Kill the sleeper. Come in for 6. We will -2 on this dude. There we go.
When I win, you're telling me what you know.
That does not matter at all.
He won't walk away next time.
Graveyard Trespasser again. Get your other underdog. Lily down. Game's turning.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
We are going to... Why did that not allow me to attack? Or plus? What the fuck? Why did that just prompt me to go to the end? Unbelievable right there what just happened. I have no idea. Do I want another land? No. Totally missed a proliferation on...
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Spreads.
We'll get this guy.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
And I think we'll pass the turn. Trying to take away their card advantage. Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened that one turn, but that still worked out because we were in a very good spot. So that was awesome. Alright, we're back with another game. Opponent goes first. Story of my life today. I'm not feeling this hand too much. This is a little better. We'll leave it like that. That is amazing. Ooh, they got a Raiju that they can't play. I'm gonna do the Filigree Silex.
Oh, I've never crashed a wedding like this before. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll pay 4. Pay 4, get rid of the end. Submit. Hit Chandra. Auto pay.
Next time, I'll wear more.
Yep, that's all it took. Filigree would clean up the rest of those guys, and that was it. What's going on, guys? I want to come back for a post-games deck wrap-up and show off one change that I made to the deck. I guess this would technically be V3 at this point, but we dropped one Staff of Completion. We were going against a lot of aggro-heavy matchups this morning, and when you have this against an aggressive like red or Gruul deck or something like that, paying life for these effects when you don't have Ashjack on the board is not exactly the smartest thing. So I dropped this down, still have a really high probability of pulling it in your hands for your games at 3, but you won't see it all the time, and it opened up one spot for March of the Wretched Sorrow, which we can use to hit Planeswalkers. We can also use it to snipe problematic creatures, maybe the one guy that's going towards one of your lilies or something like that that they allocated to that, or if you just need to interrupt some sort of aura effect that's going on to a guy, you can take them out before they get the counter or any kind of drawing effect off them, or you can shoot down a Planeswalker that is just gaining too much value before they get too big. So March of Wretched Sorrow has its niche cases. It's really helpful, and it does help stabilize early game. Don't be afraid to exile something like a Path of Peril or a End or a Virtue of Persistence or something that you won't ever be able to play to get this to a bigger, beefier life gain number. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the series here for this deck. I'm going to keep tweaking it, seeing how I like it, but right now this is pretty fun, and I'm going to keep playing this one. So if you guys do enjoy the deck, let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what changes you would make, that stuff, that type of stuff, somewhere on the YouTube channel, in the comments, whatever. And I will see you guys on the next deck. Peace out.